What's up, YouTube? As you saw in the thumbnail, SR-15 Mod 2, and today we are going to bring you guys through my experiences with it. Did run a 2-gun match with this. I'm about 2,000-ish rounds into it. Well, not counting that match, so didn't even count that. So, yeah, a little over 2,000 rounds through the Mod 2, and today we're going to go over it tip to butt. You know the drill, and just kind of give you guys my thoughts and feelings, and you know, at the end we'll go over, do I think, you know, who I think this is for, and is it worth that crazy price tag, because this is a Gucci rifle. You know, it's mil spec and all that, but at the end of the day, we know Knights is definitely that top echelon of rifle, and you know, it does surpass that price point of, you know, right around $2 grand. And I know a lot of people, anything past like 1,500, everything for them is like no go on rifles. So, spoiler alert, this might change your mind. Anyways, all right. Starting with the 3-prong flash hider, or flash eliminator, I think they call it. It's good. You know, I've shot this thing in low light. It is actually pretty good, but you know, 90% of us are going to throw cans on these. And this is the most important part for that, is that this is QD ready. So it does come with KAC's QD system, and their can drops right on QD mount. I don't have one at the moment to show you guys, but yes, super easy, good. I've checked them out all over online, so don't got to worry about that. And I would definitely recommend running that with a can, because the mid-length gas system on these is phenomenal. Adjustable, and you can you know, get that super repeatable sewing machine like consistent ejection pattern. And yeah, definitely a joy to shoot due to that gas system. The barrel is 16-inch on mine. You can also get these in 14, 5, and 11. You know, it just depends on your use case and what you're trying to do. If you want to do a crazy CQB build and, you know, go all the way down to 11 inches, certainly can. So they've got all the options covered for that. And the barrel is chrome lined, so super rugged. It's going to take, you know, whatever beating you want to throw at it. If you know, let's just be honest, most of these are going to be safe queen type rifles. But if you do run your shit, which I recommend, I prefer to, you know, run the dope shit, get the dope guns and run them hard. And this thing has stood up to whatever. I could tell that it didn't care at all, and I could have been way harder on it than I was. Had no issues whatsoever with the barrel there. Accuracy's good, cold accuracy's good, and then you get the barrel real hot, accuracy's still good. So that is a pleasant surprise. Handguard is nice. The fit and finish is super nice. I love the QD mounts on, you know, it's got both-sided QD mounts, which I'll show you guys an up-close shot of that. I ran it with the QELA sling pretty much the whole time from Flatline Fiber Co., which I'll show you guys in a minute when we go shoot, but super nice sling, and it ran really good with this. I do love that it has QD mounts on the front and the back. It also has the, you know, the buttstock QD. So definitely a big fan of that. Controls, it does have fully ambi controls, and they are really nice. The only thing with those that I would probably change is this is really flush here on the bolt release. I would probably have liked that design just to be a little more pronounced, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, so it is nice. You get that that cutout for the bolt release, so that way if you're slinging the gun and it's banging on you or anything, you won't ever accidentally like drop your mag or drop your bolt. So that is a really good touch. And then safety is nice. It is a 90-degree safety. The only thing that I would probably change is prefer a 45-degree safety. Trigger is great. It is a 2-stage trigger, mil spec, you know, so it's nothing to write home about. It works. Haven't felt the need to change it out, but you know, at the end of the day, am I going to put an SSAE in this? You know, that would be the one thing I would change if I were to keep the rifle long term and really try to modify it and make it my own. I would recommend to you guys for sure, upgrade the trigger. Get yourself a nice single stage trigger depending on your use case. But you know, Geisley SSAE, or in my personal favorite trigger of all time, Blackout Defense's Zero trigger. Believe me, I am an SSAE stan across the board, but that trigger will change your life. And then, you know, I kind of want to throw an FRT in this just to really play around with. So drop in the comments if you guys would like to see an FRT video on one of these, and then we can have, you know, the real SR-15 at home. And yeah, that is, you know, sort of the nuts and bolts of the thing. charging handle is actually really nice. It is ambi on both sides, feels really good. So I wouldn't feel the need to change that out if I were you. Bolt carrier group, super strong. This is the new, the E3.2 bolt from Knights. It is fucking great. The ejection pattern is super nice, and the, you know, there's really nothing bad to say about the bolt. It does come with the Magpul stock, you know, obviously not too much to say there. It is what it is. You guys can throw on whatever you want if you don't prefer these. I really like it. The cheek weld's really nice. And then the grip. So at the end of the day, that is the one thing I would change. I don't love this grip angle. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I would probably love something more like just a little less aggressive on the angle. It is a little bit wrist forward heavy, but you know, that is personal preference. It does work. The grip is really nice actually as far as the texture. I do like the aggressive texture. So other than that, not much to say about the rifle. You know, I just kind of want to show you guys some shooting now. I won't do too much yapping. I did go Vortex and Reptilia for my optic on this. The iron sights that these come with are really nice. Obviously we don't typically run these anymore. They're just backups, but they are metal and they are really tactile and they do work really well if you needed them. So that's a good touch. So let's quit the yapping and get to some shooting. So first thing I want to show you guys is just how effortless this rifle is, just to reach out to around 300 yards. So let's do that real quick for you guys. Let's see how slick that QELA sling is. So just get a nice little purchase here. Let's turn on the optic. So there you go, a bunch of shots for you guys. I mean, it just feels so nice and soft. I will say it definitely feels like a premium tier rifle. You know, I've definitely been super impressed with it. Let's do some prone shots for you guys. Fuck it, we'll get a little dirty today, and plus then I can show you guys a little bit of this mag pod action. I definitely like these a lot, so we'll swim that. And then all you gotta do to get a nice shot with the mag pod is just let it sit like any other time. Square up with the rifle. So there you go. You know, the rifle really speaks for itself when it comes to oh, I missed. All right, let's see. Let's do the far one actually. You're gonna put that in there, aren't you? All right, so 275 kneeling is harder than I thought. Let's do one more. There we go, that was the first shot. Don't say that I'm just like some fucking Instagram shooter that doesn't actually show his hits or no hits. So anyways, let's run a couple closer, faster drills just to kind of show you guys the repeatability of this thing. Just how good the maneuverability is and how well the rifle feels at something a little closer. So we'll get some of that for y'all. So I got 2 rounds loaded in this mag, so we'll shoot 2 rounds, go to lock back, and then I'll do a reload, get on the VTAC barrier, and shoot 2 far targets. So the 2 first target, I probably should have specified. The 2 first targets would be about 75 yards, and then the 2 far targets are about 150, somewhere in there. So it'll just be 2-2, and then, but just to give you guys a good example of what it's like to run this gun in a, you know, more realistic scenario. So, all right, I think standing shots from here will be plenty fine. All right. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right. There we go. So at the end of the day, I really love fucking shooting this thing. You know, who is it for? I told you guys I would answer that. I think at the end of the day, who it's for is a couple of different people. If you want to buy once, cry once, you're that type of person, you don't feel the need to like buy a rifle and change a ton of things and upgrade a ton of shit, this is the rifle for you. If you're the type of guy that's like, you care about what soft guys are using, what active duty guys are using all over the world, you want to do clones, shit like that, this is for you. If you're the guy that's like, you just want to get the most possible bang for your buck, you care about, you know, precision per dollar, this probably is not the rifle for you, because at the end of the day, you could do, you know, probably save yourself $500, build your own rifle, and have a nice rifle that works good. But if you're the type of guy that you want it to work off the shelf, do everything you want it to do in a rifle, take the beating that you want to give it, and then obviously, you know, it'll be just fine if you don't beat on it. That's, you know, for you to decide. But I would definitely give this my stamp of approval. I actually have really enjoyed my time with this rifle. So shout out to Knight's Armament. And if you guys ever get your hands on one, make sure to let me know what you think of it. So I will catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate y'all, and we'll keep riding this wave together.